The resume and application part 1. I really like this lesson, and I think you will too, because you have to get in your mind that anything you do is amazing. And it's a fun lesson. It's a little bit not serious, but the next lesson is serious, and you're going to have to learn how to sell yourself. You're going to have to learn how to write a proper resume. And a lot of times, resumes are read by AI in today's just today's competition. That's how you do it. So, I might add in a template where you want to you want to write your resume differently. But let's talk about part 1, making yourself sound awesome. Okay, here's an example. We're going to do how would I write I changed a light bulb on your resume. And let me shrink this a little bit for you. Whoops. Okay. Single handedly managed the successful upgrade and development deployment of new environmental illumination system with zero cost overruns and zero safety incidents. That's great. That's great. Now it's your turn. Okay, sell yourself. Pause the video here, and on your paper right here, you want to write down you want to rewrite these 5 sentences in resume form. How would you make them sound amazing? Okay, number 1, you did homework all night to pass your class. So this is procrastinating. Okay, you procrastinate to the end and then you did all your work in one night. Okay, how would you write that on your resume? Number 2, didn't study and still passed the test. Wow. Okay. Number 3, binged an entire Netflix series in one night. I bet we've all done that at some point. So, how would you write that on a resume? Woke up 5 minutes before school started and made it on time. Any of you do that before? You've been washing kitchen dishes for 5 years. So pause the video here, go through these questions, take 5, 6 minutes, write down your answers, share with each other. If any of you have any good ones, share with each other. Okay, I'm going to move on. Okay, here are the answers I have for you. Completed an entire high school course in 8 hours. Wow, that's kind of bending the truth. Successfully estimated correct answers with no resources and passed official high school exams. Awesome. Okay, if you actually want to write something like this on your resume, um, I wouldn't write the second one. I think the first one might be okay to write, honestly. Okay. Netflix one. Analyzed over 30 hours of entertainment plot lines without stopping. Okay, this one's not very serious. I wouldn't write this one on your resume, but it makes you sound awesome, doesn't it? Demonstrated successful time management and punctuality, attending morning classes. Hmm. So, this kind of success, you have to back it up with statistics, like was never late for class, something like that. Okay, you can't just say you demonstrated it like once, but you suck the rest of the time. 5 years experience in underwater ceramics cleaning. That one's so funny. That one you can put on your resume if you were a restaurant dishwasher. That is an actual job, just so you know. Let's continue. So you want to get in this mindset where You really boost yourself up, okay, in a professional manner. Now let's move on to the rules, and you have the rules right here. All right, we have big concept and why, rule number two, rule number three. So let's go through them. Personality and in your resume. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Personally, excuse me. Personally hand in your resume and application. Rule number one. So put that down. Pause the video if you need. You can put that down right there. The big concept is every employer is looking at a stack of resumes, 1,000 resumes sitting on their desk. What makes you different? The answer is nothing unless you personally hand in your resume. Hello, my name is so and so. I'm interested in a job here. Just thought I'd hand you my resume. Okay. So, what makes you different from the other 1,000? Tell me. Why? Why personally hand in your resume? I just told you the answer. Okay, pause the video here, finish the section, and I'm going to move on. Okay, excuse me, this was the why right here. Rule number two, spelling and grammar mistakes will cost you the job. All right. Hey, you know what? Before I get to rule number two, I want to share with you a story. Oops. Roy's Restaurant, Hawaii. Okay. I worked at this restaurant right here. Look at this restaurant. I served tables here. All right. The vacation people gave me tips every day. I was getting $100 in tips every night I worked just as a busser, meaning I cleaned the tables. It was amazing, an amazing job. Everyone wanted the job because you're making a lot of money, especially as a college student. That's where I worked. It was an amazing place. Look at this ambiance. That's actually my coworker right there. Um, yeah, those are my coworkers. I was probably working that night, honestly. Anyway, I went in and I asked the boss, Brandon Nakachi. I said, Brandon, hello, you don't know me. I just want to hand in my resume, and I know you're busy, so I'll let you be. And this was during rush hour, okay? So if you look at the picture right toward the back, there's the kitchen. You can't really see where my mouse is, but toward the back, you can see that window and you can see the kitchen. And the boss was walking in. It was during rush hour. They were rushing the food to the tables, and the boss took my application, looked at me, and Brandon said, "Don't ever catch me during rush hour again. Get out of my restaurant. Get out of here." He was pretty upset because he was so focused and working and it was busy, and I just caught him, you know. I said, "Whoa, oh, sorry, I got out of there." He called me up 2 days later. He had an interview with me and he hired me. It was crazy. I thought, oh no, I totally blew it. But no, I made an impression. It was amazing. And as a college student, I was working 4 nights a week and I was making like 500-600 bucks a week. It was amazing. That's like 2 grand. This was 5 years ago. Right now, you're if you work there, you probably make 3,000 a month just cleaning tables 4 hours a night. It was a great gig and the tips were amazing. I met Orlando Bloom there. He was pretty down, like he was at the bar and he was like drinking. pretty heavily, so I didn't want to bother Orlando Bloom. If you don't know who that is, let me look him up. Orlando Bloom. This guy right here. He was at the restaurant. Also, Nick Holking was at the restaurant. Let me look up X-Men. Nick Holking. This guy, he came to the restaurant with his wife and kids, and I also served him water and food. It was a really sweet gig. And this guy was mad at me. So there's my story right there. Why you should hand in your resumes. Personally, it's really important. It'll get you far, I'm telling you. Okay, let's go on to rule number 2. I'm sorry that story took a while. Spelling and grammar mistakes will cost you the job. Okay. Spot the mistakes. So, what these are bullet points in your resume, and you want to write out your bullet points like, I'm a software engineer, I created client side, blah blah blah, I worked on blah blah blah, I developed blah blah blah, manage. So pause the video here, finish this section, spot the mistakes. You can just write it here on your, if you have a physical copy, or if you don't, here, you should put this option, click on this picture here and just do this option. Maybe not. Just write the answers right under the picture, and that would be fine, okay? All right, where are the mistakes? I got a bunch for you right here. All these little things. All right, this is on the slideshow. So you want to make sure you don't make these mistakes. So the first one is there's an extra space. All right. Incorrect pluralization. Detect frauds. All right. Inconsistent punctuation. Okay, some of them have periods at the end, some sentences don't. Developed is a typo. Manage is not past tense. Okay, take a look at these. I'm gonna move on. This is an old meme. Okay, class activity. Find the definitions. Now, I had a hard time learning these because when I came to the States, it was really difficult, and I'm sure the foreigners share sympathy with that. So, foreign exchange students, do you know do you know the different its and its? Okay, if you don't know, let's Google it. So its is I'm pretty sure, and I don't remember. I know the answers to all these, but I don't remember. I don't recall what I researched when I put these on. It's and its. I'm pretty sure one is it is, and the other one is possessive. So the first one is it is, and the second one is possessive. I'm pretty sure. Check me on that. Whose and whose, I believe the first one is possessive. The second one is I don't know. Let's Google it. I forgot, guys. I forgot. Here we go. Who has and the okay, excuse me, the second one is the possessive. Awesome. So whose stuff is this is the second one. Who has is the first one. Past and past. One is a verb, the other one is a noun. Okay. Principal is the school principal. The other principal are like guidelines. principles. You know what? Let's put that in. All right. Principal, most important, also head of a school. Okay, awesome. Principle, a fundamental truth or belief. Okay. Interesting. All right. Accept and accept. The first one is accepting someone, welcoming them in. Accept is excluding, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. There, and there. I'll let you research this one. Because and cause. If any of you ever text me CUZ, that's a no-no. I hate that one. Cause, that's a no-no, guys. Who versus whom. One is a subject. Whom is a subject. All right. Of whom are we speaking? Effect versus effect. One is a verb, the other one is a noun, I'm pretty sure. What's the effect? Yeah, the second one is a noun. Cite, cite, and cite. All right. The first cite is citing a resource. The second cite is your vision. Last one is a noun, which is a place where you're probably going to build something. I think like a building site or a website. It's a place. Okay. I always forget these. Every year I teach them, I always forget these. So it's good to remind myself. Okay, let's continue. Rule number 3. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's talking to yourself. Just keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple. You're talking to yourself. Don't call yourself stupid. It's just a saying, all right? This is how I learned it in sales. Now, this is how you keep it simple. You want to put this down right here, okay? No longer than a page. Keep your resume on one page. Short and sweet, concise sentences. So you want it accurate and to the point, short. So these are just your descriptions, all right? So instead of saying, earned 4.0 through all my classes from freshman year to senior year. No. 4.0 student. That's it. You can condense all of that down. Have your family proofread it. Okay, if you don't have a English speaking family like me, have a trusted teacher or a friend or an adult friend or the business teacher read it over. All right, I will be reading over your resumes. Okay, that's it, my students. I appreciate you. Go through this by yourself if you need. I'm going to put this on YouTube, so you'll see this video on YouTube. Guys, I appreciate you going through this lesson with me. Yeah, I try and make it fun. The beginning parts really made me laugh, but okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Bye bye.